Alright guys, here with my boy Scotch, and he got top 16 at the 5th regional here in, where are we at, Indianapolis?
Yeah, I think so. It's Indy, right?
Yep.
We're doing this too often.
So, we've been back-to-back events, and he finally got him one, and he was playing a good deck this time, and I'm proud of him for making top 16 while I judged at this event. Sorry guys, I didn't get to play. He'll go into a little detail about the deck profile. We're not going to go too much detail because there's so many Soul Charger deck profiles now. And
I'll have the full deck, like the full in-depth on stream. So
for sure. Scotch, go ahead and get into it.
Alright, so we played Soul Striker Goku. And to start the deck, you know, leader. Honestly, there's only 2 leaders in this game currently that I think are good. This and Golden Frieza, and it's specifically because of the untapped potential of both of the decks. And they're just good. They're just good. They're just good. Vegeta sucks. We ran 3 of the Time Patrol Trunks. I wanted to run 2, but 3 just worked a little bit better. It was more consistent. I would also side 1 out in between 2 and 3 to throw off my opponent and to throw off myself because I like to mess around when I'm playing. Next, Green Engine, 4 Goku, 2 Trunks, Goku Standard. Trunks is a searchable Green Energy.
And sometimes triple trigger for game.
Yeah, I probably only did it twice. I only did it twice and won the game with it. The biggest problem about this card is everything gets blocker. Then we've got only 3 Gohans. Only 3 Gohans. It is what it is. We know Gohan. 4 Kales. Again, just these 2 cards are just critical, bringing it out as a 4-drop, which is just insanely easy and frequent to do in this deck. 4 Tanks, my boy. Only wanted to run 3. Trey called me bad, so we ran 4. As we do.
For sure. One of the best cards in the deck, so 1 drop.
Between this and going into your leader attack, so it's you play this, untap 2, swing with leader, untap 2, drop Gohan or Kale. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Or 4-drop Trunks. That's actually the play I did for game. Moving to the blue, only 3 negates. We sided the 4th, but I don't know. We never saw it.
It works.
Like, we didn't need the 4th. Unless you're playing best of 1 in the 1K. Just saying. We were in the Bulma package. So, Bulma searching out, you know, Green Trunks. It was just consistent green energy. Because the deck's very heavy on blue, so I needed to be able to pull the green whenever I wanted. Since we were only playing 2 of the Trunks.
This boy Scotch was in a hyperbolic time chamber. I'm proud of you, boy. Man, it's happy.
Yeah, we went in with PPG for hours. Hours, they kidnapped me.
Shout out to Chrisabella.
Chrisabella, him and I did so much playtesting. We did so much playtesting. Shout out to Peter, shout out to Eddie, Marcel. They put me through the ringer. They put me through the friggin' ringer. 4 Bean, no more, no less. 4 Boo, no more, no less. Perfect Guards. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't like that.
Super combo.
Super combos now.
New text.
1 Light of Hope. I wished, after round 4, I wished I had 2 of these in the deck. Because swinging in for 25 is really freaking good. So when you have your leader, I don't know why I'm up here. This is where my leader goes. But swinging in for 25 with your leader and then swinging in again for 20, it's just dumb. I love this card, and I know Trey loves this card because it's Trunks.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving in, we only mainboarded 2 of the Jackos. Only 2 Jackos on the main board. We sided the other 2. I felt like I was already tight on space, and I wanted to run Jackos over objections, and honestly, it was a very decent meta call for me. Card put in too much work this weekend. Too much work. Jacko's good again. Only 3 Gohans. Only 3 free Hans. I found myself charging this, and we sided the 4th, but I found myself charging this way too often, and then not having them. But then I would turn around, and in the same place where I would drop triple Sensu Bean, I drop triple this. Just because. Just because I can. 3 Golden Frieza. Not 2, 3.
MVP. Removal that gives you a card back. It's the easiest way you can put it.
I won't say it's the MVP. I think by far Gotenks is the MVP of this deck.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, like these are like your removal cards.
But this was my, hey, I'm gonna bring a Boo back to hand. Play Boo again. This was, I'm gonna bounce Freehan,
Time Patrol.
Raging Spirit back to hand. Time Patrol back to hand. It was just, it's consistent. Again, I would side out the third one and side in, some kind of consistency that I needed. I was having a little bit of a problem with this card, just because it's a lot. 5's energy. 5 energy is a lot to do. It's a lot to do. I generally was sitting at 6 or 7. I didn't like going over 6 or over 7 at all. So it was just, playing this was too hard on me. Playing this was a little too hard at 3, so we just dropped it on 2, and it was kind of like our main push. And then last but not least,
Free.
You don't want to awaken me. So, I'm going to awaken me.
Yep. Thanks for the deck profile, Scotch, unless you want to go into the side deck.
I don't have the side deck right now. I'm lying. It's right here. We got a side deck.
Not bad.
I think we got a side deck. We don't got, no, yeah, we got the side deck right here. Okay. So for the side deck, this was the hardest thing for me. Coming from Vanguard, we don't have side decks. So when I side, I like to side full engines. And when I was siding for this deck, I found myself taking out the Bulma package and throwing in random things depending on what the matchup was. Androids, I side a lot for androids. So we ran 1 coercion in the main board, or in the sideboard. The only matchup I would ever side this in is against Vegeta. That's the only thing I put it in against. 3 is most of the time fine in best of 3, but other than that, we only need it.
Attention, Dragon Ball Super 1K participants. Your top standings are now going up. You have 3 minutes after they are posted.
This was for Cell.
Everything is all right.
This was for Cell and Mecha Frieza.
If you are
so I can't stand, and even the mirror, we never put it in the mirror, but we put it in against Mecha Frieza and we put it in against Cell. You swing with the 5-drop Cell as most people do, and just saves me a turn, or saves me for a turn and a half, and I'm able to do some kind of play and hopefully pull myself out of the hole that I'm about to be in, or get rid of enough of my hand so that it doesn't hurt me. The other 2 Jackos, we went into that already. 3 objections, only for Cell. Cell or androids, just green, pure green. I hate it. I hate it. And this was the only option that we could really do in order to survive that matchup. It was just too hard. We had to eat our hand fast. The 4th Gohan, 2 Beerus. Probably one of the more used side deck cards for me. I found myself in the mirror needing more pop. I needed to pop more cards. So Bulma package would come out, these would come in, the extra negate would come in, and this would come in as well. Eventually I would side it out. I never played this next card at all this weekend. We never used it once. Raging Attack Vegeta. I listened to Trey. I'm never listening to him again. It was 2 dead slots in my sideboard.
Every person that's playing this deck plays this card against red. It's good against Jiren, especially for him.
I have a lot of pop. I don't need it.
Jiren on their turn to protect your battle cards?
Where's Danny?
Danny just told me how he just won 2 games in a row because of this card.
I didn't play this card once.
But he main decks the card, so.
Yeah, I didn't play this card once. And
it's pretty good.
The last 2 cards, also for Cell.
For hand destruction.
For hand destruction, sir. Hand destruction. I needed to be able to replenish my hand, so I actually brought this tech to Trey. I was like, Trey, should I put this in? Trey just looks and goes, Scotch, please. Scotch, please, do it.
This card's amazing.
So, that's all I got.
Shout out to Scotch and the Wiseguys.
And PPG for helping me.
Deuces.